press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update.
Hello my dear students, welcome back to the classroom. We have been discussing about the chapter air around us. See, in the previous class we will learn about the composition of air, in which we learned the water vapors as well as the oxygen, and how the oxygen, importance of the oxygen we also learned, how the living organisms require the oxygen, presence of oxygen in the air, and not only the living organisms and some organisms which living in the water life, they also require the amount of dissolved oxygen present in the water, and different respiratory structure will be present in such animals which utilize the use of the water. So, in today's class we will learn about some more composition of the air, in which first one is the nitrogen. So, nitrogen is abundantly found in the air, and it is major components of the air. Around 78.9% of nitrogen is present in the air. It is the percentage of the nitrogen present in the air. It is also required by the plants for their growth as well as the development. For growth and development, nitrogen is essential for all living organisms, especially for the plants. For growth purpose as well as the development purpose, plants require nitrogen. See, usually the plants will not absorb the amount of nitrogen in this way. It is converted into nitrate form, and thereby the plants will be utilized through the soil. See, nitrogen is converted into nitrates, and thereby the plants will be absorbed nitrate form, and all the plants absorb absorbs in this form from the soil. See, nitrogen is very abundantly found in the nature, and usually the nitrogen is present in the air, and around 78.9% of total amount of nitrogen is present in the air, and nitrogen is responsible for the growth as well as the development of the plant, and all the plants will not absorb this type of nitrogen. So that's why they will the plants will convert the amount of nitrogen present in the air into the nitrate form, and thereby it will absorb from the soil. Usually the soil contains the nitrate form, nitrogen is converted into the nitrate, and later from the soil it will absorb, root will absorb the nitrate, and thereby the plants will helpful for growth as well as the development purpose. This nitrogen will be used. See, as I told you, the activity 3, where the candle is still present in the glass bottle even after the candle blew out. This indicates that the presence of nitrogen in the glass jar. See, in the second case we will observe that the candle will be blew off or blew out. This indicates that the presence of major components, that is nitrogen, is present here. In that way we can say that presence of nitrogen. And and the air which do not supports the burning. See, usually the nitrogen will not support for burning, so this is the major components present in the nature. Whereas the oxygen supporter of the burning, here nitrogen is the do not support for burning. See, this is all about the nitrogen. Once again I will tell you another components of the air, that is the nitrogen. See, nitrogen in the air, around 78% of nitrogen is present, and remaining all percent will be present, 21% of oxygen is present, and 1% remaining 1% contains the moisture organ, and other gases will be present. And see, nitrogen, the air will contains the nitrogen around 78.9% it is present, and usually the plants will absorb the nitrate. It is not in the form of a nitrogen, but in the form of a nitrate. It will absorb through the roots, through the soil, through the roots from the soil it will absorb and circulate throughout the plant body. And see, in the form of nitrate only, the plants will absorb from the soil through the roots and circulates throughout the plant body, and it is do not support for burning, whereas the oxygen is supported for burning. It will responsible for burning purpose, it is responsible, that is the oxygen. So this is all about the composition of nitrogen, composition of air in which nitrogen. Next we shall move on to the carbon dioxide. See, the air will contains the carbon dioxide, a poisonous gas which is utilized by the all living organisms, not all living organisms, especially for the plants will absorb this carbon dioxide, and this carbon dioxide will be eliminated from the vehicles and even from the human beings. Carbon dioxide. See, carbon dioxide is about 0.03 to 0.04% is present. 0.03 to 0.04% of carbon dioxide present in the air, and also it is very essential for all living, for all green plants. We exhale the carbon dioxide, and some vehicles also emit the carbon dioxide, and these carbon dioxide will be utilized by the all green plants for preparing the food. That process is known as photosynthesis. See, this amount of carbon dioxide will be utilized, they take their food by using it, and it is very crucial component of the air. See, it is very crucial component of the air. And usually the plants, we take the oxygen in the air while breathing and give out the carbon dioxide or exhale out the carbon dioxide, and during the burning also oxygen is used up and carbon dioxide is given out. See, in the burning purpose, see, if we burn something, means it will burn it until the oxygen level is used up for burning, and thereby the carbon dioxide, in turn the carbon dioxide will emit out. See, in the burning also, this is the formula of the carbon dioxide, CO2, give out. Without carbon dioxide, plants will not flourish. See, this much the carbon dioxide is very important. Plants will not flourish. So this is all about the carbon dioxide components of the air. See, the carbon dioxide usually present in the air, and around 0.03 to 0.04% of carbon dioxide present in the air, and usually the carbon dioxide will be used up by the all green plants for preparing the food by the process known as photosynthesis, where this carbon dioxide, a simple substance, will be utilized. In turn, the plants will release the oxygen, and which utilized by all living organisms, human beings, birds, animals, and even the microorganisms will utilize the amount of oxygen which is released by the green plants during the process of photosynthesis, and it is very crucial components of the air, and it does not support for burning, whereas the oxygen supporter of the burning, where carbon dioxide is not support for burning, and here while burning, when you consider if a paper we have to burn, it will burn it, and later the ash is obtained, and during the process of burning the carbon dioxide is give out, and these carbon dioxide which emit from the burning of the paper, and also motor vehicle, different types of vehicles also emit the carbon dioxide. These carbon dioxide will be utilized by all green plants, and this plant will not flourish without this carbon dioxide, and it is very important for green plants. So this is all about the component of the air. Next we shall move on to the dust and smoke. The air contains dust as well as the smoke. While rubbing the board also dust will comes out, and while sweeping the hall also or the ground, the dust and the smoke will be come out. Usually the smoke as well as the dust will come out when the wind will blow, and thereby we can see the dust as well as the smoke particles which is present in the air. And blowing of the wind as well as the vehicles driving, dusting at the home, etc. These are some common places where we can see the dust as well as the smoke. That is blowing of wind, blowing of wind. Next, vehicles driving, see during the vehicle will drive in the public places where we can see the carbon dioxide emission of the carbon dioxide dust and smoke particles which comes out from this smoke from, and also the dusting at home. We can see the dust as well as the smoke is comes out from these places, and burning of the fossil fuel produce the smoke. See, burning of the fossil fuels also produce the dust as well as the smoke, and also the smoke contains few gases and fine dust particle. Dust particle and gases. See, this dust as well as the smoke contains the fine dust particle as well as the smoke. Few gases will also present. It is very harmful. So, see, this dust as well as the smoke is very harmful. It is very harmful in nature, and usually this we have seen the lamp chimney in the factories. These takes the harmful smoke and gases away from our nose, but bring it closer to the birds flying up in the sky. It is adversely affect for the living creature in the environment, like birds, say flying in the environment. Usually we have seen the long chimney in the factories. They will provided the chimneys so that these dust as well as the smoke particle will not affect the human life, but the long chimneys will create say adverse effect for flying the birds in the air. And see, these are about the dust as well as the smoke. It is very harmful smoke, and which is these gases away from our nose. If we breathe or if we inhale these such type of gases, we having the disorder like breathing problem, and sometimes it will, in severe condition, it will cause the asthma. So this is all about the dust as well as the smoke. See, once again I will tell you, the dust as well as the smoke. In it is one of the components of the air. Dust and smoke particles will come out by the blowing of the wind, and while vehicle driving, and usually dusting at home. These are the common places where we can see the dust as well as the smoke particles in the air, and dust particle and the gases will be, and see this smoke as well as the dust particle, fine dust particle present in the smoke, and which is very harmful for all living organisms. And usually the chimneys having the long, usually the factories having the long chimneys, which is away from our environment, so that it will if we breathe these harmful gases, then we having some disorder and diseases like respiratory disorder will be takes place. In severe condition we get the asthma disease also, and so that the people will made a long chimney in the factories, and it adversely affect the birds which is flying in the air. So this is all about the dust as well as the smoke. See, consider this is the this is one factory, and where we can see the long chimney, and from this chimney the poisonous harmful gas will be released, and these harmful gas will release to the environment, and thereby the birds will flying in the nature in the air will adversely affect for breathing problem, so that many it may causes the death of the birds also. And see, this is all about the smoke as well as the dust. See, this is all about the components of the air. The composition of the components of the air is the dust particle, smoke, and moisture content is also present. Oxygen, nitrogen, and other gases will be present. And this is the last composition or the components of the air. See, we can see the dust as well as the smoke particle in the nature. If we small, we have to hold, and we have to open the window, and we can see the air, we can see the rays of the sunlight falls on the ground, and thereby by looking at if we observe closely to the light, we can say that the dust as well as the smoke particles which is present in the air. And see, this is the simple activity we can do to check whether the smoke and dust particle present in the air. Next we shall move on to the replacement of, say, presence of oxygen in water as well as the soil. Presence of oxygen in water and air. See, this is the heading. Presence of oxygen in water and soil. See, soil as well as the water contains the oxygen. Without this oxygen, living beings will not present. See, animals as well as the plant living in the water are the aquatic organisms. Both the animals as well as the plants will present in the water. And these organisms we call it as the aquatic organisms. And here the presence of dissolved oxygen in the water, which helpful for respiratory for respiration as well as the breathing purpose. These utilized this oxygen. See, such organisms are called as living organisms or the aquatic organisms. These organisms use the oxygen which is dissolved in the water for breathing. For breathing purpose, this amount of oxygen is dissolved in water. Oxygen, a type of a gas which is present in the water in a dissolved form, and here the aquatic organisms like animals, see, that is the aquatic animals as well as the plants which are living in the water are called as aquatic organisms. Those organisms like plants as well as the like animals as well as the plants which living in the water are called as aquatic organisms, and these organisms will utilize the dissolved form of oxygen in the water for respiration and for breathing purpose. See, these dissolved in the water, oxygen is dissolved in the water. See, for this we have to do one activity here. See, this activity required, the name of the activity is to show the presence of air in the water. Aim I will write here. To show the oxygen, to show the presence of oxygen in water. See, in the water the amount of oxygen is present in the dissolved form, and say this is the name of the activity, and here for this activity the materials required is the burner, stand and a mesh and a beaker, and some amount of water we have to required for this activity. See, this is all about the materials required, and next we should do this. For doing the activity, we have to take the tripod stand here, and we have to keep the mesh onto the tripod stand, and there afterwards we have to keep the beaker, and slowly we have to add the water, and after adding the water we have to light up this burner, and when the burner starts burning, when this burning, the beaker will start getting heated up, and later the bubbles of the air will be comes out on the inner surface of the beaker. See, air bubbles is coming from this beaker, and it is usually this air bubble is comes out in the water, means when we heat up the beaker, then the dissolved form of oxygen is present in the water, it will comes out in the form of a bubble, and here if we hot the water, then it will forms the bubbles, and these bubbles are nothing but the oxygen bubbles, and from this activity we can conclude that air is present in the water. Conclusion I will write here. Air is present in water which escape on heating. See, I will once again I will tell you this activity. The name of the activity is to show the presence of oxygen in the water. See, in this activity we get to know about how the oxygen is present in the water. See, we have to take the materials like a tripod stand, and one stand, and here mesh burner and a beaker, and we have to fill up the water. For filling the water we have to take water, and see how to do this activity means, first we have to take the beaker which is filled with half filled water, and later we have to keep in this keep on this mesh, and at the bottom of this mesh we have to keep the burner and light up the burner, and when the burner when we heated the burner, when we heated the beaker, slowly the molecules of the water will get heated up, and later the bubbles will be formed in the inner surface of the beaker. These bubbles are nothing but the air bubbles, and from this activity we can conclude that this air bubbles is nothing but the dissolved oxygen which is present in the water, and when we heat up, the air bubble will escape from the water in the form of a bubble manner, and from this activity we can conclude that air is present in the water which escape on heating. So this is all about the presence of water in the presence of oxygen in the water. So here today's class we will learn about the components of the air, in which dust particle we also learnt, and oxygen, nitrogen, and gases, other gases will be present in the air, we also learnt, and here we also learnt about the activity, where this activity shows that the air is present in the water which escape out from the water in the form of a bubble manner while heating, and see, this is the activity. So this is all about the today's class. Thank you.